Hello, greetings everyone, and welcome to another edition of Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And this is it. This is the lineup what you get here for our post Labor Day and back to school, post back to school edition of the Arlington Weekly News for September, the first of the Burr months, 2018. We hope you're enjoying the cool weather we're having. Very nice for September. A mini heat wave still taking care of all of the hot things out there that need to be taken care of. Hopefully it'll be over soon and we'll have some nicer weather.
Hopefully.
Well, here we go with our show, our news and community bulletin board items as usual. Adele is here, as you may have noticed, with another installment of
It's Easy Being Green.
Aren't we good at that? We're getting better and better every day. CBB, as I mentioned, a roll-in. Is it a roll-in? It is a roll-in. Oh, Denise. She's talking about passion.
What's a roll-in?
Our news for what's a roll-in? Opposite of a roll-out. Our news for seniors segment, and then another roll-in. Miriam Gennari, our Styrofoam mom, talking to Stuart Rosenthal, and that's our show. But before we begin, a social media reminder.
Well, let's roll this. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. And also facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. And also, let's roll the radio, right?
Roll the radio, WERA 96.7 LPFM. Check us out. We're in your ear. Well, here we go. As promised, first of our news items now. There was a celebration last Friday of the reopening of Tyrell Hill Park. Tyrell Hill Park now has a new restroom, take 2, picnic shelter, and paved plaza. There are also several new furnishings, as well as improved stormwater management. Upgraded basketball and volleyball courts are also new additions, along with a new playground. In case you'd like to visit Tyrell Hill Park, it's a 2-acre park at 5101 7th Street South, and it adjoins Forest Glen and Arlington Mill neighborhoods. It has connections to, branching out rather, into the nature trails of Glen Carlin Park. Like most of Arlington's other parks, it's open from sunrise to sunset. So congratulations to the grand opening of Tyrell Hill Park. Daniel.
Absolutely. Congratulations goes out to them. Well, Craig, a late-night party at an apartment in Crystal City ended badly when 4 invited guests ended their visit by stealing several of the host's possessions. The victim, who has not been identified, stated that he was in his apartment with the 4 individuals when he became suspicious of their behavior, according to a police report. The victim said he chased the guests out of his apartment after he saw them stealing his personal belongings. One of the robbers assaulted the host, but the host was not injured. Arlington police are currently searching for the 4 robbers.
All right, Daniel, and also in our news items, September is officially Hunger Action Month here in Arlington, and now it doesn't mean you should automatically order more pizza. This is about an opportunity to help others in their struggle against hunger. Over 2,300 families come to Arlington Food Assistance Center each week to obtain fresh and healthy supplemental groceries. You can join AFAC at community events such as grocery store food drives, exhibits, and talks at branches of the Arlington Public Library. There are also open house events at AFAC's newly renovated building, and that's coming up on Saturday, September 15 at 2 in the afternoon, Monday, September 17 at 7 p.m., and Thursday, September 27th at 2 p.m., and that's located at 2708 South Nelson Street. Daniel.
Well, Craig, as promised, we have an update for the September 22nd live music show at Arlington Mill. It's the return of Rock Baker. Later performers include Roundabout on September the 29th, Yellow Tie Guy on October the 6th, Hannah J. and the Hideaways on October the 13th, and Kevin Olson on October the 20th. The music goes on from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the 909 South Dinwiddie Street. Craig.
Yellow tie guy. I like the yellow tie guy. He's
Can't go wrong with that,
Got to
right?
get him in here. All right, that's a look at our news items. We'll be back with CBB right after we hear from Adele and another installment of
It's Easy Being Green.
Here's Adele Quo.
All right, that's exciting. Thanks for the warm welcome. My name's Adele Quo, and it is easy being green. September is shaping up to be a busy month full of green events in Arlington. And our friend here, Joe Treefrog, wants you to mark your calendars. First, the weekly 7 p.m. Wednesday gardening talks at the Arlington Central Library are winding down for 2018. Sponsored by the Arlington Food Assistance Center's Plot Against Hunger program and our Master Gardeners of Northern Virginia, there's only a month left of talks before the October 10th harvest celebration. For more details, visit their website, afac.org, and look up Plot Against Hunger, and all the events will come up. Next, registration started on September 4th to sign up for a free native tree. The Arlington County Department of Parks and Recreation is providing 400 young native trees to Arlington residents at absolutely no cost this fall. The trees you plant are part of Arlington's mission to expand and enhance Arlington's urban tree canopy. For more information and to register for your free tree, visit environment.arlingtonva.us and look it up under Register for your free tree. Third, if you are interested in becoming an Energy Master, this is a friendly reminder that you are running out of time. The volunteer application period will close on September 14th. I'm sorry, let's take two there. Will close on September 15th or earlier if the class has been filled. So you just need to visit www.ecoactionarlington.org and go ahead and look it up under Energy Masters. Also, on September 15th from 10 a.m. to noon, you can combat pollution of our waterways by volunteering to remove trash and debris at Barcroft Park. So, of course, we have another website here for you to visit to register. This one is on the screen. Sorry, it's too long to read for it to go in the ear. But you can just look up the Barcroft Park cleanup, and that should come up. Also, on Saturday, September 15th, the Windy Run Stream Restoration Ribbon Cutting is from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Join the Arlington County Board, friends, and neighbors to celebrate the completion of this wonderful restoration project of Windy Run Stream. And for more information, or if you'd like to RSVP, contact Eileen Winquist. Now wait, there's more. Saturday, take two. Saturday, September 15th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Glen Carlin Park, celebrate Arlington's biodiversity at the 2018 Arlington Bio Blitz. Participation is free. It's a great way to discover and get to know the wildlife and flora of Arlington. Novices are welcome. For more information and to register, call Alonso Abugatas at 703-228-7742 or email naturalresources@arlingtonva.us. And finally, yes, September is super busy. 18 billion pounds of plastic ends up in the ocean each year. Take the plastic-free challenge to eliminate single-use plastics from our daily lives. Just a few simple changes, like taking reusable bags to the store, turning down straws, and avoiding single-use water bottles can make a big difference. The plastic-free challenge runs through late October. Weekly challenges and prize drawings will help connect participants and make it fun to participate. So for more information, look it up under the Eco Action Arlington website and look it up under Plastic Free Challenge. And remember, it's easy being green, so stay tuned until next week. There are plenty more green events coming our way.
Really important issues, especially the ocean and how important that is.
18 billion pounds of
Yes.
plastic.
That is ridiculous.
Too much plastic.
That's
incredible.
Too much plastic.
That's incredible. Way too much plastic. All right, thanks, Adele. We appreciate it. As always, your EBG segments, the highlight of the show.
Sorry about that. I stole your pen there.
That's all right. You can borrow it anytime you like. Here we go. Moving right along now is our CBB Community Bulletin Board file. Here's a Parks and Recreation event for kids between the ages of 3 and 6. It's called Hidden Animals, but it's not about the wocket in your pocket. It's all about natural camouflage and how some animals blend into their surroundings. Kids can come along to seek out those creatures who are masters at hiding. Parents are invited to stay and observe, or those with younger siblings can visit the rest of the building. That's coming up Wednesday, September 12, from 1 to 2 in the afternoon at Long Branch Nature Center at Glen Carlin Park. They're located at 625 South Carlin Springs Road. The cost, well, you better get out your $5 bill for that one. The cost is $5 per child in attendance. But it sounds like a great event. Daniel.
Well, Craig, here's an unusual craft project for adults aged 18 and up. It's called Miniature Zen Gardens. Participants will be provided with the basic supplies, but are encouraged to bring along their own stones, trinkets, and other design items for inclusion in their personal Zen garden. Coffee, tea, and water will be provided. Registration is required via the library's website. That's on Wednesday, mark your calendars, September the 12th, from 1:20 to 2:30 p.m. at the Cherrydale Branch Library. That's located at 2190 North Military Road. Mr. Nolan.
And also in CBB, here's something that might interest some of our young adult readers. It's a presentation by Leopoldo Gaut, author of Genius, the Revolution. Mr. Gaut is a Mexican-born author, artist, and filmmaker. He is also the executive producer of the sci-fi drama Zoo on CBS. This time, he's coming to discuss his current book, which is the third entry in his Genius trilogy. His characters include the 16-year-old activist blogger Painted Wolf, along with Rex, who's a 16-year-old Mexican-American programmer and hacker, and also Tunde, a 14-year-old engineering genius who saved his Nigerian village from a vicious warford. Ooh, take two, warlord. I'll get it right in a minute. To find out more, attend this talk on Thursday, September 13, from 7 till 8:30 p.m. at the Alcove in Roslyn. They're located at 1800 North Lynn Street. You can register online at the library's website. Daniel.
That's in the PM.
In the PM
It
portion
can't be
of
just
the
the
day.
PM. It's in the PM.
It's
yeah.
in the PM. There you go.
Well, Craig, as Adele mentioned earlier, there's an event for adults, families, and yes, even teens. It's the second annual Arlington Bio Blitz. Once again, the public can use the help of natural history experts and citizen scientists to help how many plants and wildlife species they can find. Last year, 92 people at 7 parks managed to observe 470 species. That's on Saturday, September the 15th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Long Branch Nature Center. That's located at Glen Carlin Park, located at 625 South Carlin Spring Road. Once again, give them a call. That's at 703-228-7742 for more information and, of course, to register. Very
Right,
important
Daniel.
information.
Absolutely. It's all important information here.
Mark your calendars,
Mark
right?
your calendars.
Can't get it wrong. September 15th.
We'll be back with news for seniors right after we hear from Denise and her thoughts on passion. Here's Denise.
One, selling clams.
Arlington's own Signature Theater kicks off its 29th season with its 29th Sondheim production, an exquisite rendering of the sensual, Tony-winning musical, Passion. With music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim and a book by James Lapine, it features a love triangle of handsome Italian military captain Giorgio, his beautiful married mistress Clara, and the frail but obsessive and cloying Fosca, who wins his love. They are melodramatic characters, seemingly plucked from a tragic opera. Director Matthew Gardner has a dream cast to tell the story. Claiborne Elder is the dashing but sensitive army captain who is transferred from Milan to a more remote military installation. This puts space between him and his beloved Clara, played by Stephanie Lee. There he meets Fosca, the cousin of his commanding officer, portrayed by Natasha Diaz. The music is lush and romantic, and Diaz sings two of the most beautiful love songs Sondheim has ever written, Loving You and I Wish I Could Forget You. She delivers them masterfully and persuades the audience to believe that Giorgio could learn to prefer Fosca over Clara. Her plaintive rendition of Loving You makes him realize that her love is truly unconditional. She would gladly die for him. She's a real contrast to the selfish Clara, who wants to continue her affair with him, but not at the expense of sacrificing her rich husband and son. Scenic designer Lee Savage has configured the Black Box Max Theater so that the set runs through the middle of the room with rows of seats on each side. There is a curved staircase at one side and a balcony at each. The ceiling is a canopy of flower bouquets and chandeliers. It is a simple and elegant backdrop for the fabulous musical. Costume designer Robert Perziola's sketches make an appearance in the program. The costumes evoke the spirit of the play without being totally authentic to the period. Music director John Kalbfleisch conducts the glorious 14-piece orchestra. Passion plays its signature through September 23rd. No other theater does Sondheim quite like Signature. Sondheim fans and newcomers alike will be delighted by this superb staging of the tale of the tragic heroine who died knowing she was truly loved. I'm Denise Pringle. Now back to the news desk.
I think she liked it. Thanks, Denise. We always appreciate your reviews.
Take 5.
Take 7 or 8. And her thoughts on the Passion at Signature Theater. Thanks, Denise. We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Denise.
Okay, as promised, now here we go. News for Seniors segment. News for Seniors glasses almost in place and ready to go. Representatives from Arlington County's Commuter Services will be bringing an ART bus to Arlington Mill Senior Center to demonstrate how to get on and off the bus. Information about payments, routes, and other tips for using Arlington's public transportation system. Riders will take a short trip up a Columbia Pike and then return to the center. The program will be presented both in English and Espanol on Wednesday, September 12, from 7 to 8 p.m. at Arlington Mill Senior Center. They're located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street. For more information and to register, give them a call at the number on your screen and in your ear now, 703-228-7369. Senor Pineda.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. Over here. Well,
There you
Arlington County Librarian Ann Womack said recently that reading aloud to children is one of the most effective activities known to encourage success in school and life. Ms. Womack is presenting a Storytime Workshop emphasizing tips for reading aloud to children. That all takes place on Wednesday, September the 12th from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. at the Lee Senior Center. That's located at 5722 Lee Highway. If you need any more information, just give them a call. That's at 703-228-0555. Mr. Nolan.
All right, gracias, Senor Pineda. Here we go now. It's time for NVSO. Senior Olympics is coming just around the corner. The opening of the 36th annual Northern Virginia Senior Olympics is being hosted by Arlington County's Department of Parks and Recreation at TJ, Thomas Jefferson Community Center. Nine count 'em, track and rowing events will follow the opening ceremonies. The diving competition will take place at Yorktown High School pool. The opening will also feature the carrying of the torch and recognition of officials and sponsors. The public is invited free of charge to all activities and events from September 15 through September 26. Opening ceremonies will take place on Saturday, September 15 from 9 to 9:30 a.m. at TJ, Thomas Jefferson Community Center. They're located at 3501 2nd Street South. Diving competition takes place from 3 to 5 p.m. at Yorktown High's pool. They're located at 5200 Yorktown Boulevard. For more information, give them a call to find out everything that's going on around the surrounding Northern Virginia Senior Olympics at 703-228-4756 or email nvso1982@gmail.com. Daniel.
Well, Craig, the Office of Senior Adult Programs and the Arlington Alliance for Senior Programs are hosting a barbecue bash to celebrate September as National Senior Center Month. Invited guests are members of the 55+ senior programs. The celebration will all take place on Thursday, that's September the 13th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center, located at 2909 16th Street South. For more information, give them a call at 703-228-0955 or email them at osap@arlingtonva.us. And as always, Mr. Nolan, thanks to our own Judy Masomny for this week's Senior Stories. Thank you so much, Judy, for your hard work and, of course, your dedication.
Thanks, Judy. We appreciate it. And we'll be back with bye-bye and sign off right after we hear from our Styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, and her chat with Stuart Rosenthal. Here's Miriam.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm thrilled to have back with me Stuart Rosenthal. He's the editor of the Beacon newspaper. Welcome back.
Thank you, Miriam. It's great to be here again.
I love your paper.
Thank you.
I really do. And I mean, I guess I have to start considering myself. I'm so close
You're
to
so young.
I'm so young that I'm almost eligible for
Almost.
some of the fun the seniors are having in our area.
Right.
And so that's a big part of what your newspaper does. It informs seniors about what?
Yeah, people over 50 and their families, especially about health issues, because that's the #1 concern of our readers, and financial issues, keeping your nest egg as long as you live and making the most of life in your later years and in your career. There's also, of course, we have our travel section for fun things to go and places to see, and our arts section, which we'll talk about, I guess, in a few minutes. And then we have a housing section every quarter. We focus on people who want to stay in their homes and age in place or want to move into retirement housing.
And all of that is really important information, but like you mentioned, you focused on arts and the excitement around learning new things this year. So tell me, how did that come about, this arts program?
Sure. We've always had an arts section, and we review plays and we talk about exhibits and that kind of thing. But a reader came to us about a year and a half ago, I guess, and said her mother at the age of 90 had picked up a paintbrush for the first time and started painting. And she loved it so much, then she picked up a camera and started shooting pictures. And then she started doing sculpture, and then she started writing poetry. And this woman lived for 10 more years, from 90 to 100, and blossomed as an artist. And the reader said, I bet a lot of your readers either are doing that or could be doing that if they thought about it. So we took that idea and decided that for a year we would promote the arts among our readers, encourage them to take up these various skills. We had articles about classes that are local that you could take. We had feature stories about people who did this kind of thing. We had, in fact, a feature story about the Arlington and Alexandria poet laureates to talk about poetry.
That was wonderful.
That was back in April.
Right.
And after we did this for a number of months and encouraged people to think about it, we then opened up a 3-month window for a competition that we call Celebration of the Arts. And we invited people to upload onto our website their images of their artwork and their poetry and whatnot. And we had professional judges judging and then have cash prizes and a gallery show, the whole thing.
How many entries did you get?
We were blown away. It started out, with about 100, 150, and then a few more dribbled in. And those last few weeks, we ended up with more than 930 entries.
People had been working on it probably
That's
for
right.
the entire year.
That's right, waiting till the very last minute when they all get it right. So it was beautiful stuff. I was so impressed with the quality.
And you did mention that you had serious professionals looking at the work.
Yes.
And you have some people that were selected as winners.
That's right. First, second, and third place, and 12 to 15 honorable mentions in each category as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. So how do people get the opportunity to look at this artwork?
Well, first of all, it's all on our website. If you go to thebeaconnewspapers.com and you click on Celebration of the Arts, you can see the galleries for all 4 of the sets of entries. They're all there, and including the winning pieces, of course, are highlighted. But at the same time, you can actually come and meet the winners and talk to them and see their works at our expos this year. We have, of course, 50+ expos every fall, both in Maryland and Virginia.
And so the people who worked on these projects can inspire other people to do the same thing and share their stories.
Exactly.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about the Senior Expo really quick, because it is a wonderful event. It happens every year. Yes, great time. You always have great activities, but this time I think it's going to be really special because people are going to be bringing their works of art.
And we'll have the awards ceremony there, and you get to talk to them. They'll all get to speak a little bit. It'll be nice.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Of course, we also have health screenings and flu shots and lots of exhibitors, resources, nonprofits, government agencies, businesses, all kinds.
It is true. You can ask any kind of question and you can find any kind of resource, and these people are, particularly focused on seniors.
Exactly.
All right. Well, as far as the exhibits are concerned, you mentioned that there'd be another way to see them as well. Do you have another?
There's a gallery show, yes.
Okay.
Pepco is one of our sponsors, and they've let us use their E Street Gallery at one arena, right next to the National Portrait Gallery. Beautiful place there. You been there before?
I think years ago.
It's a wonderful gallery downtown D.C. It's about a block from the Capitol, where they will have all of the winning pieces, including the honorable mentions, up on the wall for about 3 weeks, from November 24th to December 19th. So I encourage people to go by and see them.
Exciting opportunity
Yes.
for these artists. Yes. And I imagine they're budding artists now.
I would hope some of them will actually go on and make a career or a second career out of this. That would be nice.
So maybe there will be some sale of artwork.
It's up to the artist whether they want to sell their piece or not. A lot of people are so in love with their piece, especially if they win something, that they don't want to sell.
Well,
them.
not just that, but they're now family treasures.
Yes.
All right. Well, so if people want to get in touch with the Beacon or find out how to get a paper, how do they do that?
Well, you can go online, as I say, thebeaconnewspapers.com, but we also answer the phone all day long. So it's 301-949-9766.
All right, so this past year you celebrated the arts, and I'm sure you're going to keep in that theme.
Oh, we're so excited. So maybe we're actually asking our readers for some advice and some help about what we do next.
But can you give me a scoop or two on some upcoming stories?
Oh, stories. Oh,
yeah,
stories, yes.
Yeah.
Well, in the September issue, there's a very interesting health short. There's a new Alzheimer's drug. For years they've tried new drugs, and they're always disappointing. They don't really succeed at stopping or reversing the disease. This is the first drug. Now, it's not a major study. It's a small study, and it was done by a pharmaceutical company. So it's not yet, definite, and needs definitely more work. But they found that 47% slower decline from people on this drug than people who were not on the drug. That's huge. And that they even did brain scans and discovered that the plaques that were in their brain, which they think is the cause of Alzheimer's, disappeared over the course of 18 months in 80% of the people on the drug.
This is exactly what people want to know, and they want to know it earlier and earlier, and that's the kind of information that your newspaper offers, in addition to fun, travel, leisure, and ideas. Right. So, okay, one more time, how do people get you?
301-949-9766. Or thebeaconnewspapers, with an S at the end.com.
All right, excellent. I want to thank you again for coming to see us. I'll see you at the expo.
Great.
All right, and I'll see all of you at the expo. The information is up on your screen. I want to thank you for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News and always supporting us. I'm Miriam Gennari. That's the Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.
All right, good stuff. Thanks,
Thank you.
Miriam, and her conversation with Stuart Rosenthal of the Beacon, and they're doing good things over there at the Beacon. So that's good for all of us, especially
Beautiful
us.
art, slideshow.
The slideshow was incredible, wasn't
incredible,
it?
yeah.
Great art.
Beautiful pieces there.
People blossoming in their 80s and
I
90s.
love it.
There's hope. There's still hope for us yet. A happy birthday to my daughter, Sarah.
Happy
Yeah,
Not
happy
yet
birthday.
30. Happy birthday, Sarah.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz año. Feliz
Feliz cumpleaños.
cumpleaños. I need a little more Spanish help with it.
Cumpleaños.
But that's our show. Anything else to add? We've got
Happy birthday,
September's
Sarah.
a busy month. Yes,
Happy
it is.
birthday,
Indeed.
Sarah.
It's a busy month, so we hope the heat wave is over and we'll get into a bit more seasonable temperatures here as
Slowly but surely.
the
right?
weekend approaches. So that's it from us from here for now. Next week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll have a shot at doing it all again. What do
All
you
over,
say?
I guess.
Take care. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.